Let us begin with the fourth part of the software testing, where we will see the some test planning. What is how to the planning has to be done regarding the testing. The test plan defines the scope of the work to be performed. The test procedure, a container document that holds all of the individual tests that are to be executed. The test report, the documents what occurred when the test scripts were run. So these are the main definitions of test plannings. Subsections. Test section. Test plan is there. The questions to be answered. How many tests are needed for every module? How many tests are needed for the 2 modules or 3 modules or 4 modules or whatever it may be? So how long it will take to develop those tests? So the test is also one of the also program that has to be tested again, or whether these programs or oracles are really useful for to test the other software also. How long it will take to execute those tests also. The timing is very important. The topics to be addressed. Test estimation. So what is the estimation of testing? Test development and informal validation, which we have seen it already in the previous one. The validation readiness review. Formal validation, test completion criteria. So these are the topics to be addressed. The test estimation, we have to do it. We have to do the test completion also. Criteria. And then test development. What are the developments are there in your module after the testing? What is the estimation of testing? How many cost which is going to require for doing the testing? Validation readiness also another thing. How you do the test estimation? Number of test cases required is based on the how can you do this estimation now. That is the first is testing all functions and features in the SRS, software requirement specifications, where you have to do the testing of all the functions and features which are being there in the module and then which is mentioned in the SRS also. So including an appropriate number of ALAC, that is act like a customer test, including the do it wrong, so that you can get the more and more a concrete result of your module. Use wrong or illegal combination of the inputs so that we can get it the very strong model. Don't do enough. Don't do enough. So go away, and do it, and then you will get it the good results also. Do nothing is also one of the test. Also, one of the appropriate tests which are there to be included in the act. ALAC. So do too much. So do too much. So is also one of the things. They're including appropriate number of tests, including these are the tests that has to be included in the ALAC. Achieving some test coverage goal. So we have to achieve the coverage goal. How much cover we should have to do it, because you go beyond the boundary of the goal, then your time will be wasting. So you have to maintain your goal, and you have to maintain your timing of the goal. You have to maintain the objective of your goal. You have to maintain the speed of your objectives also, so that we have to restrict ourselves. Achieving a software reliability goal. So how much reliable is the software is that is also going to be useful for estimations. So all the factors are there which is there in these slides are going to be useful for estimation. How many things you have done it wrong, how many things you illegally done it, how many things are enough for you, how many if you have done nothing, that has been also cost estimation. You do it, how much you do it, that is also estimated. You do it. The considerations in test estimation. Test complexity. It is better to have many small tests than a few large ones. So you do the small testing of your software so that you can get a large number of testings outputs, and you will get confident of that. Different platforms. Does testing need to be modified for different platforms, operating systems, etc.? So whether your program is going to run on Java platform or other platforms also. So some of the object-oriented programmings can run on some of the platforms or not. So to see that on the different platforms or the operating systems which are being used in Linux, or whether it is being performed on the other operating system, Windows and Macintosh, like that. So automated or manual test. Will automated test be developed? Automated tests take more time to create but do not require human intervention to run. So automated test is very difficult task to do it, but it has to require more time to create it and do not require human intervention to run. So that's why automated testing is used. Manual testing is different and automated testing is different. So manual testing is going to be useful for you so that the person should not in your estimation. The estimating test required, the SRS references 4.1.1, estimated number of tests required 3, 2 positive, 1 negative test notes if you have. Estimated number of tests required 4.1.2, that is SRS if you have got number of SRS reference. Estimated number of tests required 2 automated test, 2 manual test, 1 wanted test, 1 error test, and then usability test. That is totally 165 estimated number of tests required. 165 tests. This is called the estimation required. The estimated test development time. Estimated time is going to be calculated with the estimated number of tests. Suppose 165 tests which you have conducted already. Then average test development time, that is 3.5 because person hours per test. So how many person hours are required for a test? This is going to be useful. Estimated test development time is 577.5 person hours, and if you divide it with the test, that is going to be 1 by 65, then it will be going to average test development time. So estimated test execution time. So estimated number of tests 165, average test execution. Suppose the time is 1.5 per hours per test. Estimated time execution time is 247.5, and estimated regression testing time is 50%, that is 123.75 person hours. All these are the person hours. Estimated regression, estimated test execution. Total estimated test execution time requires 371.25 total estimated test execution timing. So you can see now we have got the all these additions, and then we will get onto the top of this now, and then we'll see that we have got a 3, and then we have got this, okay, and 3702.2.5 is going to be the answer for that. Test procedures. What are the test procedures? Collection of test scripts is one of the procedure. Second is an integral part of each test script is the expected results. Third is the test procedure document should contain an unexpected, clean copy of every test so that the test may be more easily reused. The test report contains the completed copy of each test script with the evidence that it was executed. It has to mention the date with the signature of the person who has done the testing of that complete module. Copy of each SPR showing the resolution, what the resolution has been passed with the SPR. List of open and unresolved SPRs. Identification of SPRs found in each baseline along with the total number of SPRs in each baseline also. Regression test executed for each software baseline also. So this is a report which has to do now. Actually, it is a standard validation test plan which has been given by the IEEE standard 1012 in 1998. We can apply this to our every software. So its overview is that which one is organization, what are the tasks and schedules which have been performed. We have to mention it, responsibilities of that organizations, persons also, and an organization, which tools has been used, which are the techniques has been used for the software, methods. All these are the standard validation testing plan to be write it down in this manner. Process, that is management. What are the tasks of the management? What is the process of the management? What is the acquisition of the management process? What is the supply chain of the management process? What is the development which you do it in the testing planning? What is the operations you do it in a testing planning? And the maintenance, how do the maintain, how you maintain the all these things, do the your test plan. This is all about the test planning. Thank you very much.